We know that carrying your groceries out to your car seems a bit old school. That saying hello and asking about your day feels like a thing of the past. Being best at fresh, it's not just a fad. Serving high-quality meat at affordable prices? Talk about a throwback. But at Fareway, that's kind of our thing. Because some things never go out of style. Friendly at Fareway. It's more than just a name.
Derek, what's the guarantee? Derek?
Mike, time to make history.
Players in Circa Million make 5 picks against the spread each week with quarterly and full season payouts.
Circa Survivor entries choose one team each week with no point spread. The last one standing wins it all.
We have $21 million on the line. Are you in? Visit circasports.com for details.
Jonas Brothers, greetings from your hometown tour. Playing at KC Center October 5th. Get tickets now at HighVTix.com.
2 guys, 2 Chris's, 1 network. Iowa everywhere. It's time for 2 Guys with Chris Williams and Chris Hassel. Presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery from the Channel Seed Studios. Where? Everywhere. Live and always on demand at Iowa Everywhere.
12th of August, 2025. Welcome to 2 Guys. It's Chris and Chris. We are presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery. We are in the Channel Seed Studios. We are less than 2 weeks from college football season. We have the Iowa Kids Day to talk about. The annual Iowa Kids Day, always bringing the drama.
Did the kids have fun? I hope the kids had fun.
I hope the kids had a great time because the people who were watching didn't. We've got AP Top 25 is out. I'm going to give you my first top 16 poll.
We got Hassel's bad take queued up, by the way.
Of the year. And I am off to the Emerald Isle tomorrow.
What's the Emerald Isle?
That's what they call Ireland.
Okay.
Which
tomorrow.
Is wild. Yeah, and I never realized it because there's an iconic bar in Imogene, Iowa called the Emerald Isle. And I always just thought that's where the strippers from Hamburg went after their shift. I didn't know that it had like some sort of a deep meaning. I'm going to have my little camera, and I'm going to be doing content the whole time, courtesy of our friends at Channel Seed.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Well, it's not like I'm just basically going to take all of our viewers and listeners on a ride with us.
I don't know that I want to be on that ride with you, though.
Yeah.
That's a great graphic there, Van Woke.
We need the listeners to decide. Should we go with this one? Do you like the Happy Williams?
No.
Or I like this shirt. This is nice.
Mike Martz
Very
did a
nice.
great job designing
buy one
these
of
for
those.
Cyclone Fanatic Shop. Good job out of him.
Looks like you're about to fall right off the
Yeah.
cliffs of Moore.
Don't bring your selfie stick and fall off the cliff for us, all right? We need this look every
you
day.
fit right in with that stupid hat.
I wish I still had that hat. I don't know where. I like those Newsies hats.
I'm not in a good mood this morning.
What's wrong? You just got off a vacation. You should be refreshed.
Come on, that's not how it works. I flew back in home late last night.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you got back on Sunday for some. I don't
No.
know why. I thought you got back late Sunday and you didn't want to do the show yesterday because of that. That was the under.
No. We got back last night at like 11 p.m. And so I'm just kind of have that vacation hangover. Trying to get back, snap back into reality again. And it's hard to do that because, one, I'm not looking forward to talking about Kids Day at Kinnick. And two, I just, my my X mentions are just all jammed up with people just flipping me the bird
Iowa State
about
fans.
me being wrong about Iowa State being ranked. Prepared to see the preseason AP poll. I don't think Iowa State's going to be ranked. Okay, they're ranked. Sure, fine. I was wrong. I told you. They're ranked 22nd. They got in, and you know what? It's probably where they should be. I mean, looking at these teams that are receiving votes, do we really think? Should I have really thought BYU or Utah or Baylor should be ahead of Iowa State? Those are the three teams that were 26, 27, and 28. No. But I did think Utah might receive more votes because look, their odds to win the conference have been shorter than Iowa State's. I thought maybe a Louisville would get in there or a USC. I was wrong. Can you just lay off me? My God.
Well, of all the things to be wrong about, a worthless preseason poll is one that is, I'll cut you some slack on because these things are absolutely a joke.
I said that I would put Iowa State around somewhere from 22, 23 to 30. I would put them in there.
Well, and really, what's the difference between any of those teams? We don't know.
Yeah. I thought Tennessee would be ranked ahead of Iowa State. I thought Texas Tech would be ranked ahead of Iowa State.
I did this on Sunday, my first poll.
Wait, what is this poll that Van Woke has up from the AP? Look at that logo that they're using for Iowa State. What is that?
Yeah. It's an alternate logo they use.
That's my least favorite logo they have. I like the iState logo over that one.
That might be worse than iState. Yeah. Like you can't even tell what the hell that is.
I hate that logo.
It's just like size head.
I personally like the little Bugle logo better than all of them.
Bugle logo would be better than that. I'll give you that.
The Bugle logo, the key is what you put it on top of. Like if you put it on Cardinal, it looks horrible. If you put it on black or white, it actually looks pretty sweet. But that's a hot take. A lot of people don't agree with me on that. So I had to do this exercise by myself. We've talked about it because I'm in a top 16 poll. And this is what I came up with. And it's a little bit progressive, I believe, or pretty aggressive. Aggressive.
Well, you were very liberal with USC. I'll tell you that. They weren't ranked in the AP, and you got them 16.
And Texas Tech, too. Little hint on those. I do have a CW pod coming out today with my annual over-under college football plays for the year.
Oh, all right.
That has already been recorded. It will be put out, I think Aiden said around noon today. It'll be out on the feed. So look forward to that. Yeah, I mean, listen. It would have been really easy to go chalk and just look at the coaches poll and just I think that's what a lot of people do. I have convictions. I think USC is in for a turnaround. I think that they're a 9-3, 8-4 at the worst type team. I think that listen, I've come around on Texas Tech, Chris. If they're as talented as we think they are. Like there's people are saying they think their talent level is that of like these top SEC Big Ten programs, okay? They should not have a problem going 10-2 minimum in the Big 12. If that's the case.
And
we'll find out. And it could implode. Yeah. And I understand this. I'm just telling you guys, when you sit down to put pen to paper, doing these preseason polls with teams that have 40 transfers, it's an impossible task. So got a little bit of slack of anybody who may not have the perfect poll in your mind because they're all going to be garbage in 5 weeks. That's just the harsh reality of it. Matt, if you could you find the Super 16? It's the Football Writers in the Football Hall of Fame. That's what that's on. We'll just see how mine actually stacked up to it. I didn't even look at it. But yeah, I mean it's just a tough task, and I did see a couple of our writers had Iowa State in their top 16. So the Cyclones are getting some love. Here's the actual. Texas was number 1 in this one. Ohio State 2, Penn State 3. If you were listening there and you couldn't read mine, I did have Penn State number 1, as we discussed. I had Georgia 2, Ohio State 3, Texas 4, Notre Dame 5. I don't know. What's the difference between Texas and even you could go down to like Oregon at number 7? I don't know. I this is, in my opinion, where the portal has helped, because there's 10 teams realistically you could look at right now probably that could win, right?
Yeah, I feel like there's a tier drop off from, in the AP poll anyway, from LSU down to the Miamis, Arizona States, Illinois, South Carolinas of the world.
Yeah.
I think you've got a really, really good top 9, and it ends with Bama and LSU. And then after that, I don't know. I mean, Ryan brings up a good point about Illinois and South Carolina. Really bizarre here, because those teams are being ranked inside the top 15, top 12, yet they both have win totals of 7.5.
Absolutely.
And Illinois' schedule isn't even that difficult.
It's a lot harder than it was last year, and that's what's giving people pause, because last year they kind of had an Indiana-type schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Well, South Carolina is you're right, and they're really good. They're really good, but the schedule could be what makes them be 8-4 and not, barely in the top 25 at the end of the year. I think Illinois is the same. Illinois is one of the most interesting teams in the whole country this year.
Totally. Because they bring everybody back from a team that won 9 regular season games, and they have a manageable schedule. They do. It's not like Wisconsin's. It's not even as difficult as Iowa's, I don't think.
No, Iowa's is way tougher.
How about Iowa, by the way, in the AP poll? They weren't even in the top 40. Did people cast their votes after Kids Day for this thing? Did they get dropped because of that?
Can we get to this Kids Day? So that, hey, I really shout out to Iowa for opening this thing up. Okay.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm almost. I have no inside information on this. I just think this would have been shut down years ago if it wasn't called Kids Day. It's for the kids. We can't take it away from the kids.
And now you have the wave, it's all built in. It's a nice
And
day.
so, yeah, but I mean,
they wave at Kids Day?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They did. Saw pictures.
But every year, it's just negative headlines coming out of there. And I thought this year would be better. But Gronowski, 10 for 20, 2 fumbles, and a pick 6 on a screen pass.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. And I listened to Legends and Listeners, and they said he did make some good throws, and he was better than his numbers indicated. But, come on.
I was laughing at the fumble, not Scott.
You can't be fumbling like this.
Highlights courtesy of Jack Lido, KCRG.
Jack Lido's an absolute star.
Thank you, Jack.
I love that guy. Love that dude.
Here's your touchdown.
Okay, yeah, you got the...
Nice. He's got a good deep ball. He does.
We'll see how much they use it. And that's kind of where I wanted to go with this. It sounded from Scott and Leistico that it was very vanilla, but they threw the ball on almost every play. You got an offensive line this good.
Air raid Hawkeye?
And a left tackle position that's your biggest question mark, your blind side. Let's pound the ball. Oh. Pound that son of a bitch. And you got Gronowski who can run it too.
Yeah, clearly, as Kevin points out here, the defense knew all the plays.
Yeah, and they're not going to show much, but
you want to be able to just do the basic things well.
Don't you think though that they also didn't want to have Gronowski out there fumbling shit around and throwing pick 6s in front of everybody, and now that's what the conversation is going to be again? Based on everything we've heard, Williams, I thought he was going to go. Well, if you went on what you've been hearing from Iowa reporters and coaches, you thought it was going to be he was going to be 15 for 20.
You can't trust that
for
though.
200 yards.
We heard the same
3
thing
touchdowns
about Petrus,
and no
okay?
picks.
Like, we were told Petrus was Tom Brady out there during practice. All right, so like, let's just tap the brakes on anything that we hear coming out of Iowa practice.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
I'm just saying. I'm not even being negative. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. Like the reality is what happened at this kid's. Like, he could have just had a bad day. Right? Like, he could have been Tom Brady up until
it might
now.
have just been one bad practice, but you didn't hear that from anybody though afterwards. Nobody was like, "Yeah, this was one of his. You should have seen him yesterday." Or this was it.
Ferentz isn't going to go out there and be like, "Man, he sure looked like shit, didn't he? We overpaid on this guy."
I understand that. But it didn't seem like this performance raised any eyebrows, or I guess furrowed any eyebrows.
So are you anxious? Like, is there some anxiety built in here now with Gronowski?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to overreact to this one practice where everything was vanilla and all that. Man. But I do wonder, like, how much catching up does he have to do? Well, he was out with that injury.
That is fair.
The fumbles there, that
is fair.
Because that kind of shit, when you're Iowa, one fumble, one pick six, that's the difference in the game. One mistake
especially
like that.
With this schedule, team, you have no margin.
Yeah, this team is built on not making those mistakes. If you make one of those in a game, you're in trouble.
Well, it probably doesn't matter because I just can't imagine. I haven't listened to Legends and Listeners yet, but the vanilla thing is 100% true. Like, there's no way you're going to do really much of anything at this Kids Day scrimmage. But
doesn't that, if that's the case, if it's vanilla and all that, shouldn't everything, like the mechanics, shouldn't that all be there?
Yes, absolutely.
And so, Rock 82 says we're overreacting. It's only his 8th practice. Yeah, maybe. But is he going to be there? Is he going to get there in time for the season?
To his point though, I don't trust anything that comes out of Iowa camp with quarterbacks.
Well,
I mean, I've been burned so many times, and same with wide receivers. Like, oh my God, this guy.
That's the other thing that I thought of.
How many wide receivers were going to be great at Iowa, and they turn out to do nothing?
It sounded like from reports from Chad and Scott that were there and other reporters that Gronowski was threw the ball better than 10 for 20, and there's some plays that weren't made. Like, where is this wide receiver room that's supposed to be, way ahead of schedule? I mean, shouldn't they be making Gronowski look better? I don't trust that either. I mean, I think that maybe the wide receiver room is better than it has been, but
the safe play here is that Iowa's offense is not going to be as good as you guys think, but the defense will probably be a little bit better. That is the safe play going into 2025.
Yeah.
Like the thought that we're just going to snap our fingers, get this FCS quarterback, a really good one, I'll mind you, and Tim Lester in year two, right? 2.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, the Iowa offense is going to be zipping it all over schematically the Hawkeyes are so far ahead. It's not going to happen that way.
Well, and I don't even want to see that. Like I said, they've got a great offensive line. They were one of the best rushing teams in the country last year. Yes, they lost Caleb Johnson, but they still have a decent stable of backs. And if your offensive line is that good, you should be able to run the ball, soften the D, and then the passing becomes a lot easier.
Absolutely. You're 100%. But again, the safe money here is that the offense will continue to improve, better quarterback, but it's probably not going to be as good as the mind of the fan at this point, and that the defense is taking all these strays. They'll probably be a little bit better than we think, would be my guess.
Yeah, that's the wild card. I mean, if the defense gets back to what it had been, then the offense doesn't have to be that great.
Absolutely. Complimentary football, as Matt Campbell would say. We are presented by our friends at Fareway Meat and Grocery. No Fairways out in Ireland. But they do have great agriculture. I bet our friends from Channel C would do all sorts of good-ass work out there.
Channel Fest coming up, is that right?
Channel Fest is coming up. Yep. Easton
cities.
Corbin is going to be singing. You know
Is
who
that the
is?
one they had Blackhawk at last year?
Yep. No more Blackhawk. He's out. Also would like to thank our friends from Game Day Men's Health. Look at me pre-tee with that hat on. Now look at me post-tee. So you tell me what you prefer. You can either be this guy.
I prefer the guy with the hat on.
You could be this guy, or you could be about 8 years older and be this guy.
You look real snuggly here.
Give me the other guy, Matt. There you go. Which Game Day Men's Health? There you go. That's the ad today.
How many needles are you bringing?
2. Because I got to tee up on Friday and then the following Friday.
Okay.
Yep. Also want to thank our friends over at Freedom Tire, of course, for their sponsorship of the program. They just did the tire giveaway, which was really cool. We appreciate that. It's always awesome when our partners get involved with the program. We encourage that highly. Zach Slick from Cumming.
Keep entering at iowaeverywhere.com. If you've already entered, your name's in. We're going to keep racking up the entries, and we'll pick a winner every month for the next couple months. So
that's awesome. All right. Moving on. We've done the Iowa thing. We've done my poll. I guess let's just dive right into Triple B. Actually, I want to go long. I'll go long, and then we're going to go to Triple B. Going long right here.
It's time to go long with Wealth Charter Retirement Planning and Tax.
By the way, I did get a note from Tim Hawkins from Wealth Charter, and he said that they were at a thing over the weekend, and there's a bunch of 401k laws and stuff that are going to be coming down and changing, and that's the type of stuff that guys like us know nothing about. So that's why you hire Wealth Charter. They'll simplify your finances, take care of all of it for you. News yesterday that you probably weren't aware of because you weren't at work. CBS, where you work, Hassel.
What do you mean? I wouldn't be aware of this?
Well, I know, but I'm guessing
email.
I'm guessing it was very buzzy at the CBS studios yesterday.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
They got the UFC from ESPN. Last week's news that ESPN got the WWE as far as these pay-per-views go. So my going long here is a two-part deal. One, I'm going long on sticky subscribers. We'll get to that in a minute. But two is long live the pay-per-view is dead. If you remember when we were kids, you would have to pool your money together to watch WrestleMania or the Tyson fight or kids these days, like UFC fights. The pay-per-view is all but dead now. So what they're going to do is they're going to move all of the UFC pay-per-views over to the Paramount app. So whatever, I'm assuming your guys' price will go up. But with that, you get, you're talking to a guy who spends upwards of $1,000 a year right now on UFC pay-per-views. I do.
What?
So now, yeah, they're expensive. They're like $75, whatever it is, to watch a UFC pay-per-view. And I buy most of them. So what they'll do now is they'll bake all that into the Paramount app, and you get them all when you subscribe. So what, the WWE and ESPN are doing this now. So you're going to get, millions upon millions of people currently subscribed to Peacock, like me, just so they can get WWE pay-per-views. They're called premium live events now. This is a really strategic play by these companies because you're locking in these really sticky subscribers is what they're called. These people who are so passionate that they will subscribe no matter what, where. You're going to see this coming up with Formula One and Apple. Apple's going to be getting that, we think. It's not official, but we think. And basically, you're just going to have to watch all your Formula One stuff, but you have to have an Apple TV subscription. And this is the way of the future. And it got me to thinking, like, what else is out there, like, where these sticky subscribers exist, Hassel? Like, where these people, I think NASCAR would be like that. Let's say, like, Prime, like, they have a few NASCAR races. Like, there would be a guy like me who would just You can't really do this with the NFL because there's just so many networks involved and all that. But this is just a really interesting trend we're watching here in media.
Yeah, and it's I saw yesterday they also came up with a ESPN Fox bundle where you can just pay one flat price and you get ESPN and the new Fox One, whatever the hell that is. But from a college football perspective, you get the Fox Big Noon game, but like you still don't get all the Big Ten. The Big Ten is split up over CBS, NBC, and Fox. Like you don't get all that stuff.
It's because none of this is for the fan. Like none of this is done for the fan.
That's my problem with. Like I don't mind these. If all of one thing goes into an app, like for instance the SEC
that will be the UFC,
ESPN, UFC to Paramount Plus. That's a lot more palatable for me than just what the Big Ten did and just grab money everywhere and you're just all spread out. This is getting overwhelming right now.
Well, did you see the
You have
Big
to
12?
have everything.
Did you see the Big 12 basketball news a couple weeks ago? I don't think we ever talked about it.
Yeah, that's what, TNT or where are they going?
They're going to have
now?
X amount of games on Peacock now.
Oh, Peacock too, right? That's right.
It's like a licensing thing where ESPN's like selling these games off to these places and like so now you got to have Big 12 basketball is basically like the NFL now. Like it's basically like Big 10 football, really. These games are everywhere.
Do you remember how simple cable was?
I know. Let's turn on the
And
TV.
yeah, you might have had to do your pay-per-view, but let's not kid ourselves. This is still pay-per-view. I mean, you're still buying. You have to purchase the app. You have to purchase the subscription to be able to watch it. Maybe it's not as expensive in the long run, but you're still buying. You're still having to buy it.
Yeah,
it's not included in what you have.
Fake Bob Vanderplatz nails it here. I'm going to have so many people yelling at me on Twitter asking me what channel the game's on.
It's getting more complicated by the month. I'm thinking like this college football season, what's it going to be like navigating the different apps to switch back and forth between the games? We've got to get some kind of, let's use AI to help us for once and figure out a way to platform all these things into one space where you can easily flip between them. And I know that's what ESPN is going to try to do that. ESPN is going to try to have their app be the place where you go. Even if a game is on Fox or CBS, they will have the game on the app and you'll be able to click it and go right there and go to CBS.
The biggest problem is that none of these companies, they're all competitors. So they don't ever try to work together, hardly ever. Like, an example is, the ESPN and Fox thing, they were supposed to do that like 2 years ago, and then it just completely blew up. The ESPN and Fox thing is going to single-handedly, that war is going to dictate the future of college football in the next 10 years. It will be ESPN and Fox that will dictate the future of our sport. About promise you that. So it's like, I just have a hard time believing any of them are going to work together. YouTube TV is what I use for streaming.
That's what I use, yeah.
And it used to be great. You could sync your MLB.TV package in with, so I didn't have to open that app up every time when I wanted to watch the Braves. It would just come on. Well, now that doesn't work. They quit doing that together. You can do that with Red Zone, and it's too rigid. You never know what to expect, and it makes people overwhelmed. I know it does me, and we're only in our low 40s. Like these people in their like mid 60s that are trying. I really feel for them. I'm not making fun of them because of their like that. It's hard. They didn't grow up with this stuff like we did, and we didn't even like grow up with it completely. We're kind of like those tweeners that didn't have cell phones, and then all of a sudden we did.
Mm-hmm.
It's really confusing, but I thought this was super interesting though, because when the WWE went to ESPN last week, I almost thought it was a lock that the UFC would stay there.
A lot of people were surprised by this. Yeah.
Yeah, this shocked me. But I'm like, that's a good move. I mean, Paramount got a subscriber with me. Now, I think
this
I already...
is part of the new ownership. So the Skydance merger with Paramount went through, I want to say last Thursday. And so David Ellison took over. David Ellison's one of the richest people in the world, and he's ready to spend. So
Great.
Paramount Plus is expected to be a pretty big player in sports rights moving forward.
Well, they do a great job. I really enjoy that app. I almost exclusively have subscribed to it in the past for those Taylor Sheridan shows.
Mm-hmm.
I love them all. Like, I'm obsessed with them. Landman, Yellowstone. Like, I just can't get enough. 1923. Oh, but now it gives me a reason to stay. Randy Peterson says on YouTube, some of us will be dead by the time this all gets ironed out. Pete, you're living until you're 120.
Still might not be long enough. Matt wants us to put a guide together each week and show everybody where the upcoming Iowa school events are going to be and how to get them. That's not a bad idea. I don't know. Do newspapers do that anymore?
Dude, I haven't picked up
people don't read newspapers anymore, so
I get the register on Sundays delivered, but I never take it out of the thing because I just read it on my iPad. But they like... I'm assuming their strategy is they want to hand deliver as many papers as possible so that they can say this is our physical circulation for the people buying those ads. I'm assuming what that is, even though most people are reading it online. Okay. Real quick, let's thank our friends at Iowa Event Center. I've seen them Jonas Brothers are coming to town. That's not a show that I think I would be into that much, Matt. But Matt, you feel like a Jonas Brothers guy to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a new song or a new album out now.
Of course they do.
I used to like that song. I'm burning up for you, baby.
Good job, man. That's good singing.
Yeah, they have a busy September, October. They're lining up their fall schedule right now. IowaEventCenter.com is the place to find all the shows coming to the Casey Center.
Like to touch on this real quick while we're talking about how none of this is better for fans. And I'm not even going to be critical of this because it's the way of life anymore, but Iowa is going to sell sponsorship logos on the field. This was a bit of a thing yesterday where they're going to move some logos around. And of course,
yeah, so they had the Duke Slater Field logo at the 25-yard line, and that's kind of the prime real estate for where a sponsorship might go. Let's say Iowa gets a Busch Light sponsorship. We'll put the Busch Light logo right there. They're going to move Duke Slater Field to the end zone. I'm not sure how that's going to look. Look, this is going to happen. And I bet you eventually there's going to be ads on the jerseys.
Oh, I can't believe that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that those conversations are happening right now.
And I hope it never gets to the point where you are putting it at midfield.
But Chris, this is where we're at. This is what we've created. And if you're a fan that's upset about this, let me ask you this: will you be upset if your team is 3-9 because you can't afford any players? Revenue has to again. College football, college athletics has never had a revenue problem. It's always had a expense problem. They spend too much money, and they've gotten to the point now where they've spent so much and their overhead is so high, and now and this, Chris, was without actually paying the workers. This is when the people who were working were not getting paid, and you had an expense problem. But the problem is, how many of these head coaches, other than Matt Campbell, that we know of, there's not a lot of them be like, yeah, pay me less. My staff doesn't need to make as much. You can decrease our salaries by 50% so that we can pay the 18-year-olds. Not a lot of that happening around the country.
Matt's got a picture of the Big 12 championship, which has the Dr. Pepper logo on it at midfield.
That doesn't look terrible, I don't think.
Well, Jesus, if you put a Dr. Pepper logo at midfield instead of the Tiger Hawk, that's what I'm talking about.
That would be a problem.
You can't. That can't happen.
I'm just telling you, Chris, though, this is coming, brother. You're going to see it everywhere. These vultures are, they are just circling.
But
right
then when does it stop? Like, is
did you ever
it going to
think
be
you
like the hockey boards? You're going to put a logo every 10 yards?
Chris, listen to a show, listen to any play-by-play game on the country. The national anthem is sponsored.
National anthem sponsored by Toyota.
Seriously, though, like, they see it, man. They're all over it. I'm surprised it hadn't happened by now.
Hey, look, we are in the ad business now. We've got our own bus. Can we get Iowa Everywhere sponsorship on the Kinnick Stadium turf?
Don't think we can afford that one. You like the bus? Do you like it?
I love the bus. I think it looks great. I don't know if anybody's seen it out there in the wild, but
Van Woke saw it yesterday.
I was at the fair, saw it.
How'd it look in the flesh?
It looked great. It was like behind a fence. I had to run. I left my family and ran up to the fence to go take a picture of it.
My man.
It's got it's a dart bus, Iowa Everywhere logo. It's got two guys on one side and Murph and Andy on the other.
Check this out. You got all the shows on the back.
Look at how pissed off Andy looks.
I know, that's my wife said. Like, why does Andy look so
But that's
mad?
so on brand because he's just mad all the time.
Oh, we got logos of the other shows on the...
Yeah, you got legend listeners, bigger than 12, overthinking, all access.
Here's the deal. If you...
Brock says he saw it. Brock says he saw it last week in
It's doing
Des
the
Moines.
fair loop right now for Dart. So.
Oh, my God. Matt has a great idea. Said you need the Iowa Everywhere logo on the St. Ambrose football field. We should totally do that. All these small D3 NAI, and we just blanket there, just completely litter their. That would be amazing.
Let's have the bee sting in Hassel's face. St. Ambrose bees.
Here's the deal. I mean this. If you guys see this bus in the wild, you take a picture of it, you post it on social media, and you tag us, we'll send you a free T-shirt. Iowa Everywhere T-shirt. Deal? Deal?
Deal. Ideally, you're in the picture too, but if you can't get yourself in it.
Yeah, don't get hit by a car when you're taking it. Or don't, if you see it
Oh, my God, there's the bus! There's the bus!
I need a free T-shirt.
In the wild.
T-shirts. AKC Marketing, Andrew Downs.
My dad has twice now. I'm not kidding. He said it when we were down at the lake. He references he starts the conversation. And he says, "Now I'm not gay."
Those are always the best sentences. The
now
ones that
I'm
start
not
off,
gay.
I'm not gay, but
I really love how soft those Iowa Everywhere T-shirts are. He said that twice now. He also said it because I gave him one of those hoodies for Christmas, and he's like, "No, I'm not gay," but
because if he would have said, "Chris, these T-shirts are so comfortable and soft," you would have immediately thought, "You know what? My dad might be gay." It's possible that he's turned gay.
This is my favorite maybe my favorite Mike Williams story ever. It was me and three of my friends down at the lake. One of them you know very well. I'll tell you off the air. And my dad's kind of like our DD for the day. And we're at this like swim up bar thing, and like the four of us are off doing whatever, and Dad stayed at the bar there, and he's, I don't know, drinking Diet Coke, watching the Royals game or whatever it was. And I come up to get another round of drinks, and the waiter says to me, "Are you guys with that guy?" And it's my dad, and it's probably, I don't know, 50 feet away. Oh, yeah, that's my dad. And keep in mind, like, this is modern day, like, so this guy's wearing, like, very flamboyant, like, swim trunks and no shirt, and, like, you know, it's a lake. You're at a beach. He goes, "Yeah, that guy just made sure to tell me that he wasn't gay because he came up with you guys."
Because he was with 3 guys?
Yeah.
What is wrong with your dad?
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with him. He just
It
wants
sounds to
people
me like he thinks
loves
that
my
the
mom.
worst thing anyone could possibly think is that he might be gay.
He loves my mom. I don't know. But Kevin says, "Fellas, is it gay to think a T-shirt is soft?" Apparently.
Yeah.
Peter says, if Don met Coach Campbell in person, would he call him gay? What would your dad do if we set up a meeting between him and Matt Campbell? Because I bet you money that I could make that happen.
What would he do? I don't think he would agree to it.
You don't think he would even show up?
No.
If my dad met Kirk Ferentz, he would shake his hand and tell him how good of a coach he is.
Well, your dad must be a better man than my dad.
But he's not gay. Like, I mean, it would be a very straight hand.
It would be like an elbow bump, fist bump. Not shaking hands. That's kind of gay. in Mr. Williams' world. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Of course not.
A couple other things before we get to our triple B. This is a very uncomfortable video for me to watch. We had a couple of our listeners tag us on this, and I was watching this when it happened live. So I'm going to set the table here. There's a young man in NASCAR named Carson Zilich. He very well could be the next Jeff Gordon. This kid is really, really talented. Like he is a very bright young race car driver who he could play. In my opinion, he could go to Formula One.
Is he in Cup Series or is he in?
So right now he's full time in the Xfinity Series, racing for Dale Jr., and then he will be full time in Cup next year. He's doing part time Cup now. This year they're just getting his feet wet a little bit. He's like 19 years old, something
getting
like
his feet caught anyway.
He won the Xfinity race on Saturday at Watkins Glen, and this is what happened in Victory Lane.
Career wins. Let's go down to Mobile One Victory Lane, Dylan.
Oh.
He went down on the cage stand. Oh my gosh, he fell.
Knocked himself out cold, falling out of the car.
Now he's going to be okay, right?
Yes.
Sounds like he broke his collarbone, I think.
He broke his collarbone, but it knocked him out.
Oh.
Like he was
Did he get
unconscious.
his foot stuck?
Yeah, his foot got caught, I think, in the netting.
Oh, that poor. And like, the thing was, like, the obvious thing on social media is that everybody just starts making fun of him because it looks ridiculous. Like you're celebrating. This is like the Gus Farrat.
Oh yeah,
headbutting the
Martin Gramatica.
Quit showing it, Matt. It makes me
making a field goal, tearing his ACL. The first time I saw it, I didn't laugh because I did think he was really, really hurt.
Yeah, I thought, I'm like Rich Hawk on YouTube. I thought he like broke his neck. Like it honestly, like he's lucky he just broke his collarbone by the way that he fell. I mean, he went straight down, dude.
Well, he had his foot was caught, so he couldn't do anything. But he's okay.
It's kind of ironic how like they made the cars safer, But these drivers go crazy when they win. They do donuts. They're jumping on the cars. They're spraying stuff everywhere.
Yeah, is this going to change the way that NASCAR allows the drivers to celebrate?
It shouldn't, but you have to think of, like, the guy's been, it's hot. He's been in this car, like in this little like cocoon for however many. It's actually surprising. Like, these guys will get out of it. Like Carl Edwards would win a race and do a backflip. Like, how are you limber enough?
Yeah.
After all those hours in a car, it's a little bit surprising that doesn't happen more often.
They're going to have to put like padding down on Victory Lane just in case, somebody falls off.
Oh my God. It made me so uncomfortable watching that though. One, because I'm so embarrassed for him. And two, they took him out on a stretcher. God. He was in Victory Lane.
Was this his first win?
No, he's won. Dude, he's won like 5 of the last 6 Xfinity races. Like, this kid has won a lot of races. But I saw an interview with him, and he said like he had sprayed the Gatorade or whatever he was doing, and it made it slippery, and then he got his legs stuck in the net, the window net, and then boom.
Yeah, I mean, just think about like trying to get out of your own car window, which is like what? Probably twice the size of the window opening in a NASCAR. That wouldn't be easy to do.
No.
After sitting for 4 hours in there? Shit. I'm glad he's okay. Jesus.
The other thing I had to bring up before we get to our Triple B is this odd. This is why I don't really go to the state fair. Shit like this contest.
Oh, this is what I sent you last night. Yeah.
What? Will you explain to me what we're watching here?
Well, I was actually sent this by, I think it was Amanda Guerra sent it to me, and she's like, "Is this what goes on at the Iowa State Fair?" It's some kind of a leg contest, and the Des Moines Register put it out. It's what is that? Iowa State Fair Mr. Legs contest, and it's just a bunch of these like old white guys.
I thought they were showing off
their
tan
lines.
Tan lines, yeah.
And they're pulling their shorts. I mean, this guy's got cargo shorts down past his knees, and he's pulling the cargo shorts up like almost to his butt cheek. And then there's this guy who's like got his ass sticking straight out.
Hawkeye hat.
Yeah, he's a Hawkeye fan.
Whoa.
Now he looks like
that guy has pretty nice legs.
I think that guy freshly shaved his legs.
Yeah, actually, he's got nice legs. Go back to that guy. When this
guy, it looks like he doesn't grow body hair or he had just used a Lady Gillette on his legs.
I think this video had like 4 million views on TikTok too. So
I'm sure the other states are really yucking it up.
Oh, because they do all these ridiculous. I saw another one. It was like a chicken clucking contest.
Yeah.
And it was like, here, chicky, 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 chicky.
Well, they do the husband calling contest. That's the big one.
Yeah, the husband calling.
Hey,
get in here, Frank!
Friend of the program, English, says, what would Mike say about this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Mike around the... Because is it just men? I didn't see any women there. It was just like these like 50-year-old men.
I am a little concerned.
Williams, what do your post-T legs look like now?
Not like that. I'm a upper body only guy.
I went to the fair yesterday, and we were at the kids area. They had this magician out there for the kids. This may have been the worst magic show I've ever seen in my entire life. The guy was up there. We only stayed for maybe 30 minutes. The guy did like 2 tricks, and he forgot half of his stuff. He's like, "Oh man, I was not prepared." Like he kept going to the back of his like chest, and he's like, "What? I thought I was prepared. I didn't. Sorry guys, I got to switch the joke."
And
here.
This wasn't part of his act.
No,
like he's like the forgetful magician.
No. He's like he brought an adult up on stage. This is a kid show, by the way. He brought these adults up on stage. Tell me your favorite toy as a kid and write it down on this thing. And he took it back. He's like, "Oh shoot, I forgot the thing I needed for this trick." It's like, poor bastard. We have to leave. It was really bad. Oh, I love the fair though.
Back to my dad real quick because he's going with us to Ireland, right?
Yeah, reluctantly.
I'm a little concerned. So I have been. This is my first European trip. Okay, so I need a couple of pieces of advice for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was told to not wear American flags.
Well, Do you have a?
My dad, like, I think 75% of my dad's clothing has an American flag on it.
I mean, I wouldn't, but not because I'd be worried I'd get beat up. I'm
not worried about that. We have plenty of people that could beat up any of these European dudes. It's just more like crime and stuff.
What do you mean crime?
Like violence. Like, will we get murdered if we wear the American flag?
I mean, I don't think that the Irish people are going to react like that to an American flag, but it's just kind of a weird thing to wear when you're in Ireland.
Telling you. I think Dad will just wear Iowa State stuff and the American flag. Like, that would be his thing. Like, that's what he wears. He loves the clones and his country.
Clones, country, and not being gay.
Oh, my God. That's a T-shirt. Faith,
wheels are spinning.
Family, clones. The other thing is, so it's a 6-hour time difference.
Yeah.
I've never gone to Europe before. I've never done the jet lag thing. Like, the biggest jet lag I get is when I go to Circa for a couple of days. Okay.
And that's like an hour different for you.
Wife and I are going for a walk last night. I think we might be disrespecting the time change a little bit. The other people in our travel group are like, wow, we're going to have to be in bed by 6 to get caught up on the time and all this stuff.
No. That's not what you do. You got to power through.
Because my plan is to power, and I'm going on a giant-ass ghost hunt in Belfast the first night I get there. Like, I got an itinerary.
What time do you leave?
That bar is haunted. That bar is haunted. And we are hunting.
What time do you leave U.S. time, and then what time do you land Ireland time?
We leave at 8 from Atlanta.
8 p.m.?
Yes, and we arrive at 8:45 a.m.
Yeah, you sleep on the plane if you can.
Yes.
Even if you can't, you have to power through. You don't
go to bed.
You do not go to bed. The only thing I did it once. It's frowned upon, but I didn't get any sleep on the flight. None. Because I couldn't lay flat. And so I did take a mini, like 90-minute nap in the afternoon and then stayed up until, midnight or whatever.
My plan is to drive to Belfast and just start drinking.
At like 10 in the morning?
No, it'll probably be around like noon or 1 when we get there.
Okay.
And just go.
Yeah,
just have a hell of an afternoon, day drink.
There you go.
And then hopefully pass out that night.
Yep, that's what you do. You don't try to go to bed at 5 o'clock. You want
then you're going to be up at 3.
You have to get on their schedule. You don't want to stay on yours. Get on theirs. And then wake up the next morning at your regular time.
Appreciate the tips.
You'll be fine.
Frickin' Kaburski's. The lawn, I'm so sick and tired of mowing. Like, it is August 12th, and right now I could be mowing twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week.
Are the Kaburskis going to come by when you're gone? Because you're going to be gone for how many days?
10 days.
Gone for like 12 days?
Be an 11-day trip, yeah.
Jeez. Are you going to have Bloom's wife mow your grass?
I should.
Or is she going to Ireland too?
I got this boy across the street, this kid, that he'll come over and do it for me one time. But these Kaburskis are probably just raking in the cash this year. With the amount of Iowa Everywhere listeners and viewers who are signed up with them, signing up for landscaping packages coming up in the fall. I've never had a year where I've had to mow this much. Oh, my God.
Well, if that's the worst thing that happens to you over the next 2 weeks, I think it'll be a good 2 weeks for you.
Let's do today's Triple B, Kelderman Manufacturing.
Bigger, better, bolder. Built by Kelderman Manufacturing.
Don't shoot the messenger. I got another racing topic. 18-year-old Ryan Timms drives at Knoxville weekly. The biggest upset in Knoxville Nationals history wins the big race on Saturday night.
Do they have odds for these races? Can you bet on them?
I have the Williams odds that I put out every year.
Hey, look, and this guy's staying on top of his car, not falling.
Nearly slipped. Watch this. Watch.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, because it's a tilted roof.
Yeah.
That's
did.
tough.
Way to go.
And then that flame, he's about getting caught on fire.
It's going right up his ass.
Yeah. That's epic.
Anyways, it was cool. Like, pretty awesome. The guy that runs there on Saturday nights normally wins the biggest race of the year. That place was completely sold out. Record crowds all week long. That sport, for our friends down in Knoxville, has never been more popular. Kudos to them.
I saw one of the reporters down in Knoxville had like a video with this kid when he was like 12 racing down there, and now he's 18 and won the
it was really cool because normally, I mean, it's like Kyle, like the same guys tend to win it every year because there's so much that's put into this one race where it's like they have the best cars, they are the best drivers. For this young kid to do this was really something special.
That trophy is taller than he is. How do you even
big trophy?
Where do you even put that thing?
Why don't you bend over and I'll show you? So there you go. Ryan Timms, young kid.
You said they had a DJ that night, too, until like 3:30 in the morning?
Unbelievable. What kind of a place, other than dirt racing, their DJ started at 1:45 in the morning.
I wouldn't think that would be the crowd that would want a DJ.
Oh, they just sprint. Hey, let me teach you something real quick. Sprint car crowd, rock and roll crowd. Dirt late model crowd, country music crowd. There's a difference.
Yeah, but does a DJ spin country music hits? Like
they don't matter.
DJs
They're so drunk at this time that these people they just want something to dance to. And what they do, these sprint car teams, they've worked so much for the last 2 weeks at the Nationals, they just get hammered all night long after the Knoxville Nationals. That party doesn't really even start until like midnight. Although this year, there was a big chance of rain. They had the show done by 9. So I'm sure that my clock's going to be all off in Ireland. Like these guys, because they don't come out to play until about midnight usually. Anyways, I thought that was cool. What do you have for your Triple B?
My Triple B is Cape May, New Jersey. I might have done this last year when I went, but I'm just reminded every time how great this place is. So that picture there is taken at their little beach club, and it's just so different from everything that you would experience elsewhere on the Jersey Shore and really elsewhere around the country. You have to be born into it. Like, you can't just buy your way in. True story. Matt Rule has a house right next to this beach club. He's trying to buy his way into it, offering insane amounts of money, and they will not let him because he wasn't passed down through his family. Cool. And everything looks the same as it did in 1960. Like, there's AstroTurf inside, and it's nothing like extravagant or anything like that. But you every time I go, we see dolphins swimming out in the ocean. We go out on the boat. There's a lot of preserved land. It's just I don't think that many people are aware that this place exists and that Jersey Shore isn't like the show, because that's the town's just north. This is on the far southern tip of New Jersey, all the way down. It's about, I would say, hour and 45 minutes from Philadelphia. And Matt's asking what my connection is to that. My connection is our friend Dave Zabolinski from Des Moines and now lives in Omaha, worked with him in local TV, met his brother, who's a director at ESPN. His brother Steve directs Monday Night Countdown. Big time director at ESPN. Became good friends with him when I was there. He married into a family that lives in Cape May and has a house there. And I've gone pretty much every summer for the last 11 years.
That's awesome.
And I would, if you're ever considering a trip like that, I would strongly suggest Cape May. The charm is just out of this world. And I always have such a great time there.
Does it have grace?
Lots of grace. It's oozing with grace.
Because that's one of those things that you can't just create grace.
No.
You either have it or you don't.
Mm-hmm. It's got it.
Van Woke, what do you got for your triple B, brother?
This was cool. This happened over the weekend. Jen Powell became the first. What are you laughing about?
I didn't even know that you were doing this, and I called you Van Woke, and you're going.
Oh.
This lines
This happened
right
in the
up.
Braves game.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about it. It's just that you would have thought that I was doing that on purpose, and I swear to God I wasn't. That's what
this
I'm
was
laughing
cool.
at.
Jen Powell became the first woman to ump a Major League Baseball game. I think she was at first base for her first game, and then she got to call a game behind the plate the next day and did a nice job. So this was cool. I guess I didn't even realize there hadn't been a woman umpire.
Did she miss a call or something?
Yeah,
'Cause
the only
everybody's
thing
still-
I saw on social
the first
media
pitch
was that she missed the first pitch.
Well,
badly.
she was probably nervous. It was her first time back there.
Two
Cut her
balls
some-
outside.
Give her some grace.
Well, they sent that ball to Cooperstown, I think, too. So.
No way. They sent the one that she missed to Cooperstown?
Maybe they gave it to her. I don't know. I know they sent something to Cooperstown.
Oh no!
But this was so cool. And
That's cool. What is her background like? Did she, you know? Because it's hard to get that job, is what I asked.
She umped a lot of like softball games, and then I think she's been a minor league ump for the last like 10 or 11 years.
That would make sense.
Okay. She worked her way up. She did some spring training, ball, and then worked her way up through the minors. I think she called like the minor league, the AAA championship recently, and it sounds like she really did go through the process fully and earned her spot there. So that's I don't know what the final numbers were, but it definitely was history.
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Hey, have fun in Ireland, Williams. Jeez.
I will.
This will be our last like normal show for a couple weeks.
So we do have our college football preview show coming up on Thursday, where we pick Iowa and Iowa State games for the upcoming season. That one's coming for you guys Thursday, and then next Monday the plan. And I'm gonna be in touch. The plan is that I will be on from the Aran Islands in Ireland. I was looking at our schedule last night. We have a ferry to the island at 11, and I need to be on.
Is your
with
dad
you
going to be okay going on a ferry?
Oh, he loves ferries. The plan is, so I need to be on with you at 2:30. Our ferry ride is at 11. So assuming that I can get to our hotel, and I would assume that I can do all this, I will plan to be on with you.
Okay, great.
But the problem is that I've got to beat Murph's backdrop.
Murph's backdrop from Switzerland?
Yeah, I don't know if
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I'm going to have to, but I'm really trying to, I got to beat Murph's backdrop.
It's tough because you can't,
But Keith is so much better than me, like the photographing and like images.
Because
and, like, all of you
oftentimes your background, you're going to be totally backlit and you won't be able to see your face. So you'll have to work that out. But the cloudiness might help you because it's usually cloudy in Ireland. You might not have to wear any sunscreen.
No, I'm not planning. It's supposed to just be like 60 everywhere we go. From what we actually
60,
have
wow.
pretty much packed long sleeves. For
have
most
your
of the trip.
dad bring his American flag leather jacket. It's going to be cold.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. The comment section is just been on.
It's on fire today.
Yeah, we had a great comment section today. Nice job, everybody.
Hey, remember, if you see that bus, take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Tag us on the socials.
And please, look, I was wrong about Iowa State not being ranked. I didn't give AP voters the credit that they deserve. Iowa State is ranked where they should be ranked. Period.
I respect that. We are presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery. Chris and Chris here on Iowa Everywhere. We'll be back on Thursday for your college football preview. We do have a live overthinking coming up later today. I believe that's going to be at 2 o'clock. Their schedule's a little different. Something going on. I don't know exactly. Regardless,
Sipker's
Murph
probably
and Andy,
out at the fair just eating all
yeah,
this
Murph
food.
and Andy on Wednesday at 1 like normal, and I will have a special CW pod. It's not special. It's my normal show, but I'm doing my win totals for the 2025 college football season. Later. Have a great rest of your day, guys.